What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you are having a great day so far. Let me just say this real quick. I find some people to be totally funny and ridiculous all at the same time because let me tell y'all, the shit that I see on soap Twitter and stuff like that and in my own comment box is laughable. It's like grown people, grown adults really going back and forth over some characters in the show. Like they're really getting angry over this stuff. And I'm like, I be reading some of the comments in my YouTube and I be reading some of the tweets on Twitter. I'm like, are y'all really this angry about the Nina Carly shit? Like, are y'all really going back and forth like children over this? That's why in my comments, if I reply to certain people, I'm very sarcastic in what I say because I be seeing people write essays about this, and I'm not reading all that. First of all, I read like bits and pieces maybe, but I'm not reading that whole thing because it's not that deep. It's like it's not deep at all to me because I'm like I'm having fun. I'm just giving my opinion based off of what I'm seeing. I'm laughing about it and I'm having fun. I don't give a damn. I see so many people come in my comments and they be like Carly stands and stuff like that. I don't believe in that stand shit. I don't like I don't. And I know some people that do it, but it's like, grow up. It's like, are you really like getting heated over some characters and a storyline? It's not that deep. Like, damn, have some fun and laugh. Like, who really gives a shit why Nina called the SEC? Who cares? Like, we all know, like, let me be honest. Did she do it for petty reasons? Yes, we know that. We know it. Do we all really should care about that? No. The reason it don't fucking matter. It's the drama of it all. Like the reasons don't. It's over there. It don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? The fact is these bitches are doing battle with each other, and that's the important part of it. That's the fun part. That's the drama. That's what we watch. We watch for the drama. Like I want to see them at this point. I want to see the two of them bitch slap. That's what I want to see. Like damn. Like let's have some fun with this shit. Stop taking everything so serious. My God. I'm like laugh. Like that's why 9 times out of 10, damn near 10 times out of 10, you gonna see me laugh on some shit up here because it's a show. It's like damn. Like we know it's shit fake. Like. And I see people get so serious, and I'm like, okay, like, I mean, but I do love people that talk serious, but I know the difference though because I see people that sound, like talk like they serious sometimes, but I know you joking, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you got some that just straight out just go crazy. I'm like, okay, but anyway. So I had to put that out there. Like, let's laugh. Like, life is too damn short to be walking around angry about a damn show and some characters. Like, are we serious? Let's grow up here. So anyway, I mean, you can give your opinion. I mean, I just want to put that out there. Of course, you know, I don't stop anybody from giving their opinion. I love reading everybody's opinion because everybody's opinion is so fun. I like reading the fun ones, like the really funny opinions, because they're different. You know what I'm saying? I love reading those, like people who are lighthearted, who are fun. They get it. It's a show, you know, and they're having fun ass opinion. I love that shit. Like rock out, have fun. It's a show. It's our escape, you know, from the bullshit we deal with every day. But anyway, getting into this bullshit of an episode today, shit got real. Shit got real. Let me tell you something. Tracy and Lucy. The shade that Tracy and Lucy was throwing back and forth at each other. Oh shit. That's that classic old school shade, and I was here for it. Lucy went low. She was like, bitch, you gonna die how you live alone. Lucy. I said, damn, Lucy. Shots fired. I was like, damn, she shot her with a shotgun with that one. I was like, oh shit. You gonna die how you live. I gotta use that. But damn, Lucy. Lucy did not have to go that low. I said, oh shit. She was like, Laura is the love of Luke's life, not you. I said, oh damn. And Tracy with the back shade, she was like, yup. And Kevin, the love of your life, is happy with Laura right now. I said, oh shit. Oh, shots fired. Like I said, oh shit. Y'all shooting each other back and forth. I said, all right. I was here for the shit. I was here for it. I said, now this is how you build a feud. Like the way they was talking to each other, I was like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. Like y'all, I don't give a damn how old y'all are. Let's fight. I was ready to see Tracy slap shit out of Lucy and vice versa. The disrespect was real. I was like, oh shit. And Temp Maxie was like, oh shit. She was like, can we just stop this? Like, Maxie was on some shit like, listen, this don't even work on my kids, so it's a shame it ain't working on y'all either. Temp Maxie, I like her. The actress that's playing Maxie for today, I like her. I don't like her for Maxie though, of course. You know, Kirsten Storms is my boo, and I forever want her to stay. But Temp Maxie, I could see her doing some shit on this show if the cast wasn't bloated. I mean, if the cast wasn't bloated, I could see her being a character up here. Cause I like her, or a cast member on another show. I like her either or. I like her vibe. Um, and the way they dressed her. Hold up, cause I was about to get mad for a second. Like the way that they was dressing her, I was like, now I don't think they dress Kirsten Storms like that, and that's kind of weird to me. I'm like, the song that she had on, I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to remember, like, do they dress Kirsten like that or not? Because I'm like, I don't think they do, because they be dressing Kirsten in these little frumpy little outfits, and I don't be liking it, because Maxie's supposed to be a fashionista. I'm like, y'all need to get back to that. But the shade was funny. Like, Lucy and Tracy coexisting is never gonna happen. Like, Lucy is not here for it. And the way BLQ came in talking shit to Lucy and stuff, defending Tracy the way she did, I said, that's what I'm talking about. She was like, no, my grandmother is very loved. I believe that BLQ was sincere in what she was saying, but it's also a part of her game. You know what I'm saying? I think she was sincere, but it's a part of the plan. You know what I mean? To really get Tracy on her side. To show Tracy that, oh, I got your back and stuff like that. I'm 100% on your side and da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? To build that trust factor even more. So that way she could get Tracy to quickly turn that damn company over to her faster. I was like, that's a smart game play. I said, go ahead. Tracy wasn't happy about her being late for that meeting because Tracy was getting irritated. She was like, now where the hell BLQ? Where the hell is Sasha? She was like, they fucking late. Like, they need to be here for this meeting. Like, where they at? You know what I'm saying? Tracy was like, I ain't here for this. I feel bad for little Gregory. Like, it just seemed like his symptoms are just getting worse and worse. I was like, oh shit. Like, he over here doing hot yoga and stuff like that, passing out at the yoga place. I was like, ain't that crazy? I think his symptoms are just getting worse. Like, it's just coming at rapid speed. And I think that happens, you know, especially when you have illness that can't really be treated. You know what I'm saying? It just progressively gets worse. So naturally, BLQ and Chase are gonna have to bump the wedding up from summer to spring. The way it's looking for him, I'm like, is he gonna make it to spring? Because it just seemed like he's just getting worse and worse by the day. You know, like you can't even do yoga without passing out. So how the hell you gonna go skydiving and doing all that? You know what I mean? Like, you skydiving and you sitting over here about to die. Like, sir. But I felt bad for him because I think in his mind, he know his time coming. It's coming rapidly too, faster than probably he thought it would, but it's approaching. And I get where Chase is coming from. You know, he want to honor his father because, you know, he want his dad at the wedding, but at the same time, he doesn't want no quickie wedding. You know, he don't want no rushed ceremony. Like, he wants, you know, BLQ to have the type of wedding that she wants, and he wants a real wedding. He don't want no shotgun wedding like the one he had with Willow. But I agree with BLQ. That was different circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a hot mess compared to this. This is a little bit of a mess, but it's a different kind of mess. This is like more real love mess. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It probably don't, but I'm trying to make it make sense. Bear with me. But I think they'll pull it off, you know, whatever they choose to do. So anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of mess, this plan that Lucy got. So that was a part of Lucy's little plan. When she kept looking over at Scott and them, she was smirking and stuff when she saw Scott and Tracy together at that French restaurant. I was wondering what her little plan was, so now it's starting to make sense. This heifer wants Scott to marry Tracy to take her for all she got so she can get Deception back and he can get a fat paycheck. Now, how the hell is that going to work? I was trying to think it over in my head, the scenarios that she trying to come up with to make this work. Because I'm like, okay, so if Tracy marries Scott, which hell will freeze over before that happens. Now, if that were to happen by drunken whatever, 'cause I'm pretty sure Tracy would have to be pissy drunk to marry Scott. So what is he gonna do? Like blackmail her to get out the marriage? Kind of like Luke tried to do. Like, oh, you give me this and then I'll sign the papers or something. Like you give me 5 million, 10 million, and give Lucy deception. I'll sign the paper. Like some dumb shit like that. Or I don't see how else it's gonna work. Like because he not even if he married Tracy, he wouldn't have access to her bank account or nothing like that because. Even if you marry somebody, the spouse will still have to put your name on their accounts, which Tracy would never do. So I'm like, how the hell he gonna fleece her? How are you supposed to get all this? Is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of all different scenarios here. The plan sounds crazy. Her plan definitely sounds wonky. Could it work? Possibly. I could see Tracy and Scott getting married, but like I said, only if Tracy were pissy drunk. That's the only way I could see it working. There's no way that she would just fall into that marriage with Scott. Hell to the no. Tracy and Scott being married. That should be comical. That would be hilarious. Like Lucy is desperate at this point. Like she doing whatever she can, coming up with whatever little scheme she can to secure deception. But like I said before, she better secure it before BLQ plan work. I'm just saying, because BLQ plan is moving, so she better get this little Scott plan moving. Speaking of moving parts, I don't blame Robert for being skeptical of Cody and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, he just see him as a common con artist, basically. But I love that Felicia not letting this go, even though Robert was like, well, you need to let this go. I'm glad Felicia not letting it go, because I do agree with Felicia. Matt got a right to know. He got a right to know about this, you know, whether he got a son. And I don't blame Felicia for pulling out all the stops. Because now after talking with Scott, she started putting all the pieces together. Like, oh, so that's why he lied about the DNA. Because he was trying to stake a claim to Leopold's assets and stuff like that. He can't do that if he publicly claims Mac is his father. So now she's starting to piece that shit together. Like, it was about money at the time. So I get it, you know. And Robert talking about, oh, good luck with getting that DNA. I mean, it shouldn't be hard for her to do. You know, I was kind of irritated with Sasha tipping Cody off about it, because I'm like, Sasha, be quiet. You know he not going to say nothing, so be quiet and let Felicia do what she do. I could see Felicia getting it, though, because they should have copies of the DNA results in their system at the hospital. They should have the lab results, you know, copies of it. It should be digital. It should be all in their computer system. And she now works for the hospital now as a patient advocate. So she should be able to have access to that stuff. Or at the very least, she can make a phone call. All she got to do is talk to Monica, talk to whoever. Boom, boom, boom. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Hell, all she got to do is talk to Mac. You know what I'm saying? To get his records for whatever reason. She ain't got to necessarily tell him, but she could try to get some type of permission from him to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was his DNA too, so he should have the right to say, okay, she could look at it or whatever. Look at it. You know, do whatever you gotta do. But, you know, Felicia's a crafty person. She gonna figure it out. Because I was getting irritated with Cody. Cause I'm like, sir, tell the truth. I mean, I get where he coming from. Like, there's a legal situation now because he signed the affidavit. I get it. But at the same time, lie. All you gotta do is say, well, I signed the affidavit when I thought Leopold was my father. Lie. And even if they do catch him or whatever and try to lock him up, you still got Mac. You still got a whole bunch of people that'll do whatever they can to get you out of it. You know what I'm saying? Even if the WSB did try to file charges or whatever for fraud. You know how much dirt Anna got on the WSB? All they got to do is call Anna and be like, listen, pull up some files. Pull up some old files you got so we can blackmail these bitches so he can get free. Anna don't care. Anna ain't got no loyalty to the WSB no more. She gonna do what it do. So, I mean, there's a bunch of ways for him to get out of this little legal predicament. It's not that hard. You know, you put your mind to it, it wouldn't be that hard. But it's time for him to tell the truth. You know, I get it. He feel like, you know, he's not up to Mac's standards or whatever. Well, let Mac be the judge of that. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to play God and let that man decide whether or not he wants you as a son. I'm pretty sure he will. Mac, it's like, he don't know Mac that well. That's why he thinks so little of him. Because I'm pretty sure Mac will welcome him. Mac might not like all his choices and stuff that he chose to do, but Mac would definitely be, you know, open arms. I mean, look at all the hell Maxie done put Mac through. Hell, that man was gray before his time. Dealing with Maxie and her shenanigans. If he could deal with Maxie and her issues over the years, he could deal with Cody. I'm just saying. Like, come on now. So anyway, moving on from that, shit was hitting the fan over at the Davis household. I said, oh, I don't blame Alexis. Because I think Alexis was trying to mitigate the damage that she knows that this surrogacy could cause between her family. She was trying to mitigate it. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to protect Molly's interests because by law she knows how messy that this thing can get. It could drive a wedge between them. She knows it. Like, come on, she's a parent herself, and not only a parent, she was a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way Christina. I felt like Christina was being very defensive. And I think Christina got offended by Alexis even looking into the laws and stuff like that about surrogacy and all this, and trying to protect Molly's interests. She got offended because it made her feel like, oh, my mother don't trust me or whatever. Thinking I'll betray my own sister or whatnot. And I don't think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's really all that it was. Um, I think it's not about betrayal. It's about the simple fact that when you get pregnant with a child that's biologically yours, even with any child, you have a bond with that child because they're in your belly for 9 months. You're going to grow a bond. Not only that, but you know that this is biologically your child. That makes it even more complicated and the bond more difficult to break. Once you give birth and you look at that child and you see your features and stuff like that, it starts to make you feel like, damn, now I want this child. So I don't blame Alexis for doing what she did, trying to protect Molly's interest in this because it can get messy. So she's trying to find ways for Molly to adopt the child legally and stuff like that, so that way it's legally her child, because once this baby comes and there's no formal adoption or nothing like that, there's really nothing stopping Christina from saying, well, I want this child because this is my biological child and I can't give it up. There's nothing stopping her from doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think Alexis wants to mitigate that because she knows the damage that this shit can cause. And what pissed me off with Christina was she gonna have the nerve to say, oh, well, Molly's the attorney, not you. I was looking at Alexis like, Alexis, I know that she grown, but go upstairs and get your good belt and wear that ass out. Let me tell you something. You ain't too old to catch a skillet upside your head. I don't care how grown you are. You don't talk to your parents like that. Like, first of all, just because Alexis is no longer a practicing attorney does not mean that all her legal know-how went out the window just because she doesn't practice law anymore. Hello, this woman was a lawyer for 30 years, 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, she still knows the law inside and out, even though she doesn't practice it anymore. That stuff doesn't just leave your brain. You know what I'm saying? You still know how to litigate and all that type of stuff. You still know the law. You know what I mean? Like, you got retired lawyers and judges who still know the law and all that, and they probably haven't practiced in 20 years. You know what I mean? So Christina was definitely rude. But I like the way Alexis handled it. Alexis was like, you know what? You right. Alexis said, forget it. Y'all standing up for each other. Y'all having each other's back on this. I'm going to stay the hell out of it. And I like that Alexis handled it that way instead of going back and forth with them about it because it's their choice. You know what I'm saying? I think Alexis was just trying to mitigate the damage and they didn't want to hear it. So she said, fine, I'm going to let the chips fall where they may. Don't say I didn't warn you. And I agree. Fuck it. Let them do what they got to do. And when the shit hit the fan, I'll be there to listen. That's it. If I was Alexis, I'll go on my merry way. I'll tell them, all right, good Godspeed, good luck. I'm going to the office. Peace. That's what I would tell them, honestly, because I wouldn't even get involved in that mess. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought about it. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.